In the rush of modern life, anxiety and stress have become unwanted companions for many. We feel like we are in a constant battle against time, responsibilities, and the uncertainties of the future. But what if there existed an ancient philosophy capable of equipping us with tools to navigate this choppy sea with more serenity and resilience? That's where Stoicism comes in, a practical philosophy developed in ancient Greece that proposes a path to happiness and inner tranquility, even in the face of adversity. Today, we will explore how Stoic teachings can help us deal with anxiety and stress, transforming them into opportunities for growth and learning. Understanding anxiety and stress from the Stoic perspective. According to the Stoics, the root of anxiety and stress lies in our distorted perception of reality. We believe that we have control over everything, that we can predict the future and guarantee favorable results. When things don't go as planned, we get frustrated, anxious, and stressed. For the Stoics, this illusion of control is the main source of suffering. They teach us to differentiate between what is under our control, our actions, thoughts, and reactions, and what is outside it, external events, the actions of others. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we free ourselves from anxiety and stress, cultivating a more serene and resilient mind. Throughout this journey, we will deepen our understanding of the teachings of renowned Stoic authors such as Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, unraveling their timeless wisdom to deal with these challenges. 1. The interpretation of events, the root of disturbance. According to Epictetus, in his famous quote, "It's not the events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them," lies the key to understanding the origin of anxiety and stress. It is not the events themselves that cause us suffering, but rather the perception we have of them. Imagine a professional who receives negative feedback from their supervisor. For an individual with a distorted interpretation, this criticism can turn into a tsunami of negative thoughts, generating anxiety, demotivation, and even depression. For someone with a more rational interpretation, criticism can be seen as an opportunity for learning and growth, driving the pursuit of improvement and development. The key to mastering anxiety and stress, according to the Stoics, lies in awakening awareness of our interpretations. We must question our thoughts, identify cognitive distortions, and reframe situations in a more constructive and realistic way. 2. The tyranny of opinions, illusions that imprison the mind. Marcus Aurelius, in his profound reflection, "What disturbs the mind is not the things themselves, but our opinions about things," reinforces the idea that suffering is self-inflicted. It is our rigid and irrational opinions that imprison us in cages of anxiety and stress. Imagine an individual who believes that success is the only measure of worth in life. For him, any failure or obstacle becomes a devastating blow, generating feelings of inadequacy and frustration. On the other hand, someone with a more flexible and compassionate view recognizes that success is just one aspect of life, and that failures and challenges can be valuable opportunities for learning and growth. By challenging our limiting opinions and cultivating a more open and tolerant view, we free the mind from the shackles of anxiety and stress, paving the way for a lighter and more serene life. 3. Freedom and acceptance, wanting what can be. Epictetus, in his striking statement, "Freedom does not lie in being able to do whatever one wants, but in wanting what one can," presents a fundamental paradox for achieving true freedom. The illusion of control that imprisons us in anxiety and stress lies in the belief that we can control everything around us. Imagine an individual who is frustrated by not being able to control time, the behavior of others, or the vagaries of nature. This incessant struggle against the uncontrollable generates suffering and drains his vital energy. On the other hand, someone who recognizes the limits of their control concentrates their efforts on what they can control: their thoughts, their actions, and their reactions to circumstances. By serenely accepting what is beyond our reach and focusing our energy on what we can control, we achieve true freedom, freeing ourselves from the shackles of anxiety and stress. Conclusion: transforming ancestral wisdom into action. The teachings of Stoic authors, such as Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, offer a practical roadmap for mastering anxiety and stress, transforming these challenges into opportunities for growth and learning. By awakening awareness of our interpretations, challenging our limiting opinions, and serenely accepting what is beyond our control, we cultivate a stronger, more resilient, and serene mind, capable of navigating the turbulence of modern life with more wisdom and tranquility. In our next journey, we will deepen our practical journey, delving into details of the 5 Stoic pillars for a more serene and resilient life. The teachings of Stoicism go beyond theoretical understanding. They offer a practical toolkit to implement in your daily life. Here, we explore the 5 core Stoic pillars that can empower you to cultivate a calmer and more resilient mind. 1. The practice of dichotomy of control, mastering what matters. The dichotomy of control is a fundamental principle of Stoicism. It invites you to distinguish between what is within your control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, and what is outside it, external events, the actions of others. This crucial distinction allows you to direct your energy towards what you can influence and accept what is beyond your reach with serenity. How to apply it? Identify, make a list of everything that worries you. Next to each item, write down whether you have control over it or not. Focus, dedicate your efforts and energy to what you can control. Invest in honing your skills, making conscious decisions, and cultivating positive thoughts. Accept, acknowledge with serenity what is outside your control. Accept that you cannot change the past, predict the future, or control the actions of others. Remember, acceptance doesn't signify resignation. It means handling situations with wisdom and composure, without being swayed by unnecessary frustrations or anxieties. Example: imagine you're anxious about an upcoming presentation at work. Applying the dichotomy of control. Identify, you can control your preparation, studying, organizing material, rehearsing, but not the audience's reaction or the final outcome of the presentation. Focus, devote yourself to preparing as best you can. Refine your communication skills, organize your material clearly and concisely, and practice your presentation to gain confidence. Accept, recognize that you cannot control the audience's opinion or the final outcome. Accept the possibility that things might not go exactly as planned, but maintain focus on delivering your best. 2. Negative visualization, preparing for the unexpected. Negative visualization is a powerful technique that helps us anticipate worst-case scenarios and train our minds to react to them with more calmness and rationality. By picturing challenging situations and visualizing how we would handle them, we lessen the emotional impact when these situations actually occur. How to apply it? Choose a scenario. Select a situation that causes you anxiety, such as a professional setback, a health issue, or an interpersonal conflict. Visualize the worst. Imagine the worst possible scenario related to the chosen situation. Be as detailed as possible in your visualization. React with calmness. Imagine how you would react to this scenario. Stay calm, use reason, seek constructive solutions, and avoid catastrophic thinking. Learn and move forward. Reflect on what you learned from this visualization. Identify areas you can improve to be better prepared for challenging situations in the future. Example, imagine you're anxious about a job interview. Applying negative visualization. Choose a scenario. Imagine you don't perform well in the interview, receive negative feedback, and don't get the job. Visualize the worst. Detail how you feel in this scenario: frustrated, disappointed, unsure. React with calmness. Imagine how you would react to this situation. Maintain your composure. Thank the interviewer for the opportunity, and learn from the experience. Learn and move forward. Reflect on what you could have done differently to prepare better for the next interview. Refine your communication skills and use the experience to strengthen your confidence. 3. Meditation, cultivating presence and calm. Meditation is a powerful tool to train your mind to focus on the present, reducing anxious thoughts about the future or the past. Through regular meditation practice, you can develop greater mental clarity, reduce stress, and cultivate a deep sense of inner peace. How to apply it? Find a quiet place. Choose a silent environment free from distractions. Sit comfortably, with your back supported, if in a chair, or in a traditional meditation position, like lotus or kneeling. Focus on your breath. Gently close your eyes and focus your attention on your breath. Observe the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils. If your mind wanders, kindly bring your attention back to your breath. Don't force it. Don't pressure yourself to have an empty mind. It's normal for thoughts to arise. Simply observe them without judgment and refocus on your breathing. Start small. Begin with short periods of meditation, like 5 minutes a day. Gradually increase the duration as you become accustomed to the practice. Example, imagine you're feeling anxious and your mind is racing. Applying meditation. Find a quiet place. Sit comfortably in a quiet corner of your room. Focus on your breath. Close your eyes gently and focus on the sensation of air entering and leaving your nose. Feel your abdomen inflating and deflating with each breath. Don't force it. If thoughts about work or pending tasks arise, acknowledge them without judgment and gently bring your attention back to your breath. Imagine these thoughts like leaves floating down a stream. Observe them as they pass by without getting caught in their current. Start small. Begin with 5 minutes of meditation. As you feel more comfortable, gradually increase the duration to 10 or 15 minutes daily. 4. Stoic Journal, knowing yourself. The Stoic Journal is a powerful tool for self-discovery. By daily recording your thoughts, feelings, and reactions to challenging events, you gain clarity about your mental and emotional patterns. This process of self-observation allows you to identify the limiting beliefs, cognitive distortions, and triggers for anxiety and stress. How to apply it? Reserve daily time. Dedicate a few minutes at the end of each day to reflect and write in your journal. Describe the situation. Write about a situation that caused you anxiety or stress. Describe the events, your thoughts, and associated feelings. Analyze your interpretation. Examine how you interpreted the situation. Were there any cognitive distortions present? Identify negative thoughts that might have contributed to your anxiety. Develop strategies. Based on your analysis, plan strategies to manage similar situations in the future. How could you reinterpret the situation more constructively? What actions can you take to reduce anxiety? Example, imagine you had a heated argument with a coworker. Applying the Stoic Journal. Describe the situation. Write about the argument with your colleague, detailing the conversation and your emotions during the event. Analyze your interpretation. Examine how you interpreted your colleague's words. Did you feel personally attacked? Were there any limiting beliefs about your professional value influencing your thoughts? Develop strategies. Plan how to approach similar situations in the future. Decide how you will practice assertive communication and how to separate constructive criticism from personal attacks. 5. Philosophy of nature, reconnecting with tranquility. The philosophy of nature is a fundamental Stoic pillar that emphasizes the importance of connecting with the natural world. Being in contact with nature has a restorative and calming effect on the mind and body. By reconnecting with nature's cycles, we learn to accept the impermanence of things and cultivate serenity in the face of change. How to apply it? Spend time in nature. Dedicate time to walk in a park, sit by a river, or observe the stars at night. Disconnect from technology. During these moments in nature, put away your phone and other electronic devices. Allow yourself to be fully present in the natural environment. Observe and appreciate. Pay attention to the sounds, scents, and sensations of nature. Appreciate the beauty and complexity of the natural world around you. Reflect. Use your time in nature to reflect on your life. Contemplate the impermanence of the seasons and connect this with the impermanence of situations in your own life. Example: imagine you're feeling overwhelmed by work and need a moment of relaxation. Applying the philosophy of nature. Spend time in nature. Take 30 minutes to walk in a nearby park. Leave your phone at home and allow yourself to be fully present in the environment. Disconnect from technology. Enjoy the sound of birds singing, the wind blowing through the leaves of the trees, and the feeling of the sun on your skin. Observe and appreciate. Notice the flowers blooming, the insects pollinating, and the tranquility of the environment. Contemplate the beauty and complexity of nature around you. Reflect. As you walk, reflect on the impermanence of the seasons. Just as the seasons change, the difficult phases in your life will also pass. Use this time to reconnect with calmness and serenity. Remember, Stoicism is not a rigid philosophy with inflexible rules. It's a set of principles that equips you with tools to navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom and resilience. By incorporating these practices into your daily life, you can cultivate a stronger, more serene mind and face anxiety and stress with more tranquility and control.